The dark side of the moon holds secrets that NASA doesn't want you to know. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine a place so dangerous even NASA hesitates to return. But what could be so terrifying that one of the greatest space agencies on Earth hesitates to return? The moon, once a beacon of human achievement, now harbors secrets that are too terrifying to confront. From mysterious sightings to unexplained phenomena, these chilling reasons are enough to keep even the bravest astronauts grounded. You won't believe what's out there. Number 10. For starters, let's talk about what everyone secretly wonders: aliens. Whether it's the fear of hostile extraterrestrials or the belief that governments are hiding their existence, the idea of alien life has always sparked curiosity. Some theories suggest that during the Apollo missions, astronauts may have encountered something extraordinary on the moon, evidence of extraterrestrial beings or their advanced technology. If this is true, the implications for humanity would be enormous, potentially so profound that NASA and the government decided the public wasn't ready to know. Some believe that governments and space agencies have gone to great lengths to keep this information under wraps, fearing the chaos that could ensue if the truth were revealed. The discovery of advanced alien technology on the moon, for instance, might have been seen as too dangerous to let it fall into the wrong hands. Such a discovery could shift the balance of power on Earth in unimaginable ways. Number 9. Scott Waring, a well-known UFO enthusiast, certainly thinks so. For years, he studied lunar images and videos, convinced there's evidence we're not alone. His findings: odd shapes and formations on the moon that he believes are more than just rocks. According to Waring, these structures, spotted in lunar craters, could be artificial, possibly even alien-made. One of his most notable discoveries is the rectangular shape in the Zeeman crater on the far side of the moon. It's almost too perfect to be natural, leading some to speculate that it could be the entrance to an underground alien base. What's even stranger is that Waring claims some structures have disappeared from scans, sparking theories of a cover-up. Waring suspects something or someone is hiding them. Skeptics, though, argue it's just our brain playing tricks, seeing patterns where there are none. Whether it's wild speculation or something bigger, the mystery continues to captivate those curious about life beyond Earth. Number 8. But then there's another pressing concern in space that's much closer to home: space debris. Imagine floating in the vastness of space, gazing at the stars, when suddenly a loud bang shatters the silence. This isn't the sound of your spacecraft hitting warp speed. It's the sound of a tiny but incredibly fast piece of space debris slamming into your ship. This is the junkyard we now face in space, full of old satellite parts, discarded rocket stages, and even natural rocks, all zooming around at thousands of miles per hour. Space debris is becoming a bigger problem with every mission. Each launch leaves more trash behind, creating a dangerous mess for future astronauts and spacecraft. Even a small piece traveling that fast can cause massive damage. NASA and other space agencies are watching closely, tracking the debris with advanced radar and telescopes. But not everything can be tracked. Some pieces are just too small, too fast, or too random to predict. Number 7. Yet again, what if the mysteries of the moon hold more than just rocks and craters? Take the castle formation captured by Apollo missions, for example. This strange structure appears to have 3 pillars supporting what looks like a tower. What's even more curious is that it seems brighter than everything around it, almost like it's reflecting light differently than normal rocks. Could this be just a trick of the light, or is something more going on here? But what if there's another reason for this delay? If signs of alien civilizations were found, it could explain why NASA hasn't returned. Maybe they're avoiding a bigger mystery until we're ready. Or what if NASA is busy focusing on something more urgent, like developing technology to defend Earth from a massive asteroid? This possibility might just explain why space exploration has taken a backseat. The truth could be scarier than we think. Number 6. Now let's shift focus to something truly unusual: a mystery goo found on the moon. Imagine coming across something so strange, even scientists can't explain it. That's exactly what happened when China's U-22 rover, part of the Chang'e 4 mission, discovered a bizarre jelly-like substance on the far side of the moon. While exploring a small crater called Von Karman, the rover spotted this odd material that stood out from the usual lunar dust. The rover's instruments began analyzing it, but the mystery remains. No one knows for sure what it is. Some scientists think it could be glass formed from the heat of a meteorite impact, which is common on the moon. Others joke it could be alien spit, highlighting just how puzzling this discovery is. This goo adds to the moon's many mysteries. What else could be hiding in the shadows of the moon? Well, only time will tell. Number 5. But that's not all. What if the moon is more than just a stop on humanity's path to the stars? Think about this. The moon might hold serious military value. During the Cold War, the space race wasn't just about science, it was also about power as the US and Soviet Union rushed to claim the moon. With today's advanced technology, space-based weapons and surveillance aren't just science fiction anymore. Number 4. Even still, the allure of returning to the moon remains strong. However, the reality of making lunar missions happen is far from straightforward. Space agencies face a major problem: funding. Despite advances in space technology, the high costs and complexities of lunar exploration are significant challenges. For cash-strapped agencies with limited budgets, this makes returning to the moon a daunting task. Developing the technology needed for lunar missions, such as spacecraft, habitats, and advanced propulsion systems, requires substantial investment and innovation. Number 3. At number 3 is politics, which is indeed a double-edged sword in space exploration. As more nations jump into the space race, cooperation becomes more important than ever. But political tensions and national interests often block true collaboration. Who gets control of the technology, and how do we share resources? These are tough questions, especially when every country has its own goals. To succeed in moon missions and beyond, countries must work together. The deeper we explore space, the more unpredictable things become, making cooperation not just helpful, but necessary for survival. Number 2. Another pressing issue, ranking second in space exploration, is the risk of contamination. As humans venture further into space, especially to the moon and Mars, scientists and policymakers are increasingly concerned about how our activities might impact these extraterrestrial environments. The potential for Earth's microbes to contaminate the moon or disrupt any delicate ecosystems on Mars is becoming a serious concern. However, with plans to one day colonize the moon and Mars, the importance of developing strict protocols and regulations is becoming clear. Number 1. Lastly, let's talk about the number 1 reason something that might seem harmless but is far from it: moon dust. Known as lunar regolith, this fine powdery substance blankets the moon's surface, but it's not just any dust. Unlike the dust that settles on forgotten items here on Earth, moon dust is a different beast entirely. Formed over billions of years from meteorite impacts, these tiny sharp grains aren't worn down by weather or erosion like the sand on Earth. On the moon, they remain jagged and abrasive, which makes moon dust much more than just an annoyance. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel for more content like this in the future.